Hello and welcome back to the weekly Own Accord podcast. My mic is facing away from me. Sorry. Weekly Own Accord podcast, Tuesday at 2 p.m. live stream. I'm split on the name. I can't think of a better one, but I like this one because it gives you all the information you need to know at the top. Tuesday at 2 p.m. Oh, when is it? It's in the fucking title, right? But remember how in last video I was like, I'm gonna do my mock draft this Tuesday because I can't imagine another Tuesday where I feel this shitty or worse. And mock drafts are kind of easy to do, and they're fun and light. Guess what? Should have saved it. You should always save the good things. Personally, that's what I've learned from this experience. Is you should never pull the trigger on a mock draft for the first Tuesday of the month. You got to save it just in case, a day like today comes up where you can't really eat. Everybody, I think, has a depression hoodie where like you don't want to fucking get out of bed. You don't want to put real clothes on, so you don't like have a shirt under it, and you just throw this hoodie on, and that's fine. That's what I had today. Got out of school 3 hours early because my place is flooding, so that's fun. I was there for like an hour and a half, probably, just because I have a shortened schedule, so I only have 3 classes today, which is dope. What else? Oh, they should, I think, prescribe WWE replica belt. This isn't a replica belt. This is all plastic. They should prescribe these in therapy, personally, because I feel like shit. But I pop this bad boy on. I hit him with a little one. Hit him with a little one of these. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I am literally Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's been my day though. how chat? How's your day been? Chat, have you chat? How do you feel? Hey, you can't chat because we're trying to get our YouTube channel fixed. Because for some reason, I'm not going to get into it, but we're having a problem with the channel where it's marked as for kids content, even though all of our content is marked as not specifically aimed at children. But when your channel is marked as for kids, there are certain things, certain what's it called, features that you can't have. You can't chat on this live stream because we're idiots. You can't turn notifications on this live on any of our videos because we're idiots. But yeah, today I compiled my big board for the 2024 NFL draft. I put all the prospects I've done, so deep dives so far, um, in a list. You'll see it. It's all pretty. It's color coded and shit. Um, this is only the prospects that I've done like deep dives into. Like a lot of the guys, like the Caleb Williams, the Drake Mays, aren't on here because I haven't gone super deep into their film yet. But I know enough to talk about them accurately, and accurately, I think, uh, place them somewhere, but not enough where I could like write about them and their specific skill sets, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's kind of that. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to. I don't know. Have you guys seen it? Give me a second. Have you guys seen this guy? This is someone I found on TikTok this week. I'm trying not to spoil it. I know you can only see my. I'm muting the site really quick. Where is it? Yo, come on. A continuous guest. Guest, get the fuck out of here. Dude, is it the. No. Oh, you know who I'm looking for, TikTok. What are we talking about? Uh, it's really fun. I promise. This is gonna give me like a. No, I meant Hooper. Okay. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. I love this guy so much. He makes my favorite videos in the entire world. Let me show you. Dude, dude. Can we? Oh, shit. Okay, wait. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Please hold. Please hold. There we go. Dude, this guy's the funniest guy I've ever seen in my entire life. He's in the middle of the highway. Old bro, we geek hard. Real. Nothing left to give. Where's the one where he's in the fire? These are all mostly like in the road. This is. So stupid. Basketball is your only way out. He's just in the middle of the street doing dribble crossover. I love this. I love these. You snuck a ball into a fancy. I don't know how he does this. Is my thing. I don't know what. Like, how did he get into this restaurant with a ball and nobody has like stopped him from doing this immediately? And then he's in the middle of the road. And this is normal. This is fine, I guess, because there's no one really here. There's multiple different locations in this, though. It's a gas station. There's a Target in there. Where's the one with the fire? Am I dumb? Maybe I am. Streets are saying I might be stupid. There's one where he's like in a ring of fire, and that's my favorite one. But no, big board time. I'm so sorry. I had to get that off my chest. I had to. Um, but take a look at the big board right now. These are ranked in order. I'll show you my color coding right down here. It looks so nice and pretty. Green is good, red is bad. Yeah, does not get more simple than that. My number one wide receiver is Marvin Harrison Jr. We have a video, I believe we have a video of him up on the YouTube, although it might have been taken down. A little peek behind the scenes here. Part of the reason we don't do the film room anymore is because the film I was like reviewing and sharing kept getting copyright claimed, and we were like taken down. So like a week later, these videos weren't up anymore, and we're kind of like, this is, is this really like worth it? Getting our channel kind of in a bad viewing with YouTube. So we stopped doing that, and that's why I've been kind of doing the rambling streams recently, the mock drafts, the big boards, all that jazz. The bowl game one, I hated doing that one. Sorry. Look big behind the curtain. I hate my content. No. This is gonna be a sidetracked stream. Honestly, I'm trying to go like 45 minutes an hour, and I don't know if I have. You'll see in the other tab here, I have a Bleacher Report mock draft from yesterday to review. But this is going to be a pretty rambly stream, as you can already tell, I'm sure. But Marvin Harrison Jr., if the video is still up, you'll see me and No Huddle NFL be able to talk about Marvin Harrison Jr. And the conclusion we came to is, yeah, he's as good as Build. Pretty much everything he does exceptionally well. Route running, fast hands, sure hands, good in the contested catch, great release, demanded so much respect from college secondaries. He's going to make an impact immediately to whatever team he goes to. If he's not a top 5 pick, he had to have had a Laramie Tunsil. People don't get this anymore, and that pisses me off. This was the first draft I ever watched live. I was with my dad. Where is it? Come on. I was with my dad, and Laramie Tunsil gets up here, and like they show this video on the broadcast, and I was so confused. I was like, Dad, what is that? And he's struggling. He's like, oh, I don't, he's trying to make something up. I was so confused, and now people don't get this, which makes me feel so old. I'm 18 years old. I should not be feeling old about Laramie Tunsil. Can I show that on YouTube? We'll find out. You're gonna see an email pop up in my like I'll get a notification. I don't have notifications on this computer for this very reason. But you're gonna see an email pop up. You're gonna hear the Windows sound. It's gonna be from YouTube. We have a sniper aimed at your head if you don't take the Laramie Tunsil video down right now. No, Marvin Harrison Jr. is spectacular. No way he goes outside of the top 5. Probably even top 3. I mean, it's set in stone now. It's Bears, Commanders, Patriots. If the Bears don't take him, they'll have taken a quarterback. The Commanders will not take him. And I think if the Patriots have no quarterbacks available, they'll take Marvin Harrison Jr. because that's easy. Malik Neighbors is also spectacular. He's a guy he was one of the first receivers I watched because he came very highly touted. I believe I don't have a lot to say about players who are really good, because what else are you going to say than like, oh yeah, they're kind of good at everything. He's he has kind of a gadget skill set, but better and more well-rounded, so that he's not like a Kadarius Toney, Wandale Robinson type player. Oh my god. Like I said, great speed, super good after the catch, good speed and agility, quick hips, can run routes really well and really efficiently, to the point where what is wrong with my voice right now? I haven't even been talking that long. It's going to be a tough strain. But we know Malik Neighbors. I have a first round grade on him. High first round. I think that's what that, yeah, early first round. I see him top 10, and if he's not, I'm kind of geeking. Sorry. Sorry. Me and Tyler both applied to an internship and we're waiting to hear back from it. It's a baseball thing, so expect more baseball content if we get it. But it would be great. It would be a great opportunity for us. We're super excited. The final cuts are coming out soon. I think end of the month at the latest. So we're crossing fingers. Kieran Coleman, we did also watch on stream. I believe that one's still up. That was the first one I did with Tyler. And Theo Ash has a great video on Keon Coleman that I would really recommend if you want to understand him better and understand why he's been weird at Florida State. But he Florida State already had a Keon Coleman in Johnny Wilson, who did kind of all the same things Keon Coleman did. So Keon Coleman was just kind of a redundancy in the system. They had him running a lot of curl routes, a lot of 9 routes, which is somebody else we'll get to in just a second, because the contested catch opportunities he got were not as good, I guess, as the ones he got at Michigan State. If you want to see him really pop off more than just a couple plays after the catch, watch his Michigan State tape, and you'll be kind of blown away. Obviously, still has that great yards after the catch ability. The speed isn't super there before the catch. I'd like to see him get a little smoother on the route running. And I knocked him points just because when contested catch stuff is your game, it's hard for that, to translate to the NFL seamlessly as much as running a good route or being super fast is no guarantee. But running a good route translates way better than contested catch stuff, which is why I value route running a lot more than I do contested catch ability. But Keon Coleman, I have early first or late first, early second round grade, probably closer to the end of the first, but I wouldn't be shocked if he slipped to the second. The last receiver is somebody I watched a couple days ago, Devontae Walker out of UNC, of course. I have a second round grade on him. He kind of suffers from the same problem I had scheme wise with Keon Coleman, where he's not running a wide variety of routes. The UNC mostly had him on curls and 9 routes, which you can see right there. But he did excel with them. The curl routes kind of bullied him, I guess, because he would run these long curl routes on corners that were playing off. So he'd basically just run up to the corner and like stop and turn around, and the corner's already there to have covered him. So it was kind of a scheme thing with him, but I like a lot of the tools he has. The production wasn't great, and we do suffer from a limited sample size. You only played 8 games this year and 12 last year's, overall 20 games to be working from, as opposed to like a Marvin Harrison Jr. or a Keon Coleman, where we have more than that. But I mean, talking about the positives, amazing long speed. The acceleration isn't exactly where you want it to be, but once he gets going, he is going. I can't tell you how many times I saw him just straight up beat a corner who is like already playing off of him, and the hips flip too late, and he's just by him. Easy deep ball. Drake May was able to capitalize on those pretty frequently, which led to a lot of explosive plays for him. His arms are good, a good size. He's got a good wingspan, which leads to a good catch radius with good hands, where he's going to be able to catch things. He's not a contested catch monster, but if it's put in the right spot, he can. I have to get water. I'm sorry. I love my water. Oh man, sometimes that water just is like crack, bro. Anyway, that was all the really big things I had. He can finish through contact, which is good. That's kind of what I was talking about with contested catches. Um, but if you ask him to go up and get something, he's not going to be as efficient as he usually is. I have Devontae Walker at a mid second round grade. I think somebody's going to be pretty happy with what they get out of him. Brock Bowers, again, we have the syndrome of I don't have much to write about players who are really, really good, and Brock Bowers is really, really good. Versatile weapon. He has kind of everything you want out of a receiver. He's kind of like Evan Ingram on crack, where he's basically a receiver. That's how good he is, route running, speed wise, hands wise. But you can play him, you can block him too, and he's a big guy. Some team with a young quarterback, I think, should take him to just be, at the very least, a not screen guy, but a check down guy who can take it up the field afterwards. But even that's kind of underselling his skill set because you can put him on any kind of route you really want, short, intermediate, long. He'll thrive. He's got really good footwork, good hands, quick guy. And there's not, like I said, there's not much to say about Brock Bowers just because he's so good. Offensive tackle, I've done one offensive lineman this year. I'm sorry, I'm a slacker. Why did I delete my interior offensive line? Okay. JC Latham I didn't like at all. I didn't. You're gonna see this clip a lot. I really hope this doesn't log on to my Twitter account. Although follow it at 7 Foot Point Guard, by the way. Yeah, here it is. Tingus Pingus. But you're gonna see a lot of this clip in the coming draft season for Latham. Where is it? I know what I'm looking for. It's against Michigan. This guy right here. Yeah. So peep this. This is kind of the upside of JC Latham is the strength. You see he's just able to throw that guy and create a good lane for. I'm not familiar with Alabama's running back's name, but that's a great lane. No one really in the second level to stop him, and he holds him down, keeps it going. But then there are other reps that I actually did write about in my got Hoed on the last play of Alabama season. That's correct. I have it saved on Twitter. Thank you, Past Ben, for reminding me. Where is this? Notification home? Where do I find my bookmarks? Can I not bookmark? Where are my bookmarks? Lists, maybe? Okay. JC Latham. I'm sure I'll find it. It's the last play of Alabama's season, and you can see him just kind of get fucked. Not that one. Not this one, but I'm gonna find a different one for you so you can actually see it. JC Latham. That's pretty funny actually. I kind of like that. I've been loving these videos, dude, of Jalen Hurts without the tush push, or Jalen Hurts, mostly Jalen Hurts stuff. But these are funny to me. I don't know. They make me giggle, and that's really all I need. Where is it, bruh? What's this? JC Latham on the Alabama O-line. I would disagree. But where is this clip? I swear to God. Yeah, here it is. Sorry. Here's JC Latham, 65, lined up at the right tackle's position here. Obviously, a low snap is tough for Jalen Milroe, and I have a feeling I will be a big Jalen Milroe defender next year, but not this year. The QB draw was much criticized, and maybe it's a bad play call, but it doesn't help when JC Latham is getting just kind of blown up. Look how much pushback this linebacker gets on him. Watch. He's coming out of, I guess he's standing up. This outside linebacker gets on him. He starts here and is immediately pushed all the way over here. Milroe has to adjust because Latham's getting hoed. He does not handle speed to power well. Yeah, play it again. He does not handle speed to power well, which is odd considering how strong he is. I think it's because, in my opinion, it's because he doesn't anchor that well. Here is, yeah, okay. We'll start from the start. He's not good against the run, straight up. Alabama didn't run behind him often. I watched both of the games available to me of Alabama's offensive line, and it's bad. Head and shoulders over toes, which is not something you want to see ever. At least not egregiously over toes. It's good to get out, but you want to stay vertical as an offensive lineman for the most part. Has trouble reaching the second level where linebackers can kind of just run around him because he's not quick or agile enough to stay in front of him. Like I'm saying, he's a big power blocker. Like I said, it's strength for him. Like he's a super strong guy. I could see him kicking into guard, which I don't know. I'm not good enough at this to be like, oh, this guy could be a good guard. This guy could kick into like playing center, or this guy could kick out to tackle, or Koopa DeJean should transfer to safety. It's not. I listen to what other people say that I trust. I listen to the Brett Colemans of the world and the. I like this NFL Stock Exchange. I listen to those people. They know way more than me. But what I see on film is bad. Um, this is good. And I also said this is true where he can keep guys in front of him when he's able to get out first. And part of that is staying upright and hitting the hands. He gets a good pad level pretty often. But in the Arkansas game, he went against primarily smaller defenders, like edge rushers. So it's hard to see how that will translate. Um, he is also, I don't know if I wrote this, but he is very good at catching hands on occasion, where the defender will just try to make first contact and he'll just lift, and now your hands are up in the air, and he can go from here to just into your chest, and like that rep is over for you. But when it comes to speed based rushers, he's super mid. Like, let me show you. He gets beat off the rip move a lot, which pisses me off because it's a very common move that you're going to see in the NFL. But if you don't know, a rip move is just, it's pretty simple. You take your outside shoulder, you take the O lineman's outside shoulder, you take your inside hand and you rip it under it, and then just kind of that. And you don't really end with this. This is usually enough to just kind of get you by them. And when he does get beat off the rip, it's a hold every time. And it's like egregious holds too. He'll get flagged on that stuff in the NFL. Obviously, there's holding on every play in the NFL. That's something I say constantly. But when he's holding as much as he is, he's going to take penalties. And that's not something you want to see out of a young offensive lineman. He's very strong, like I said. He has tools there, but the way he plays is not good. Like straight up, I'm sorry, but the way he plays is not good. I haven't done an interior offensive lineman yet. I have done a couple of positions. I haven't done linebacker yet. There's no good linebackers straight up. At least that I've heard of kind of good things about. Haven't done safety, interior offensive line. I'm sorry, I haven't done. If that's your favorite position, I'm so sorry. But my favorite position is edge, and I've done a lot of that. Layout Latu is great. I have a mid-second round. Oh, sorry, I have a third-round grade on JC Latham. But Layout Latu is spectacular. Every aspect of the game he seems to have mastered, and that is good because he's a little older. He'll be 23 years old going into his rookie season. I also thought this was cool because it's the last day of the year and it's 2000. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Um, but speed and strength combo is there. The hands are so refined. You can tell he's been in college for a minute. There's not a lot about his game specifically to kind of pick apart and say, oh, this is bad. It's mostly this stuff. It's mostly this stuff. It's medically retiring before transferring to UCLA. I believe he went to Miami because I think he had the opposite story of Jalen Phillips, who I was about to talk about, where he had to medically retire at Miami and then transferred to UCLA where he was able to play, whereas Jalen Phillips came from UCLA to University of Miami. I see a similar draft stock for both of these guys. If Jalen Phillips went pick 15, I think Laiatu Latu will probably go 15 to 20. Like, that's just me. These things do matter to NFL teams. Yeah, these things. Sorry, I was trying to do math on whether or not he was 23 years old, but I'm just stupid. The injury history, you'll see it come up with Penix too, who everybody was so high on until the game last night, that Michigan game. He was never spectacular. He has three really good receivers who I have not watched yet, but know very well that they are super talented. And I mean, this thing is going to matter to NFL teams. And if he drops out of the first round, would I be surprised a little? But would I blame anybody? Not really. a middle first round grade for me, just purely based off the combination of skill and the history. Chop Robinson, though, he's more fun. Passes the name test with flying colors. Second round grade on him right now. He's super explosive off the snap. He gets off. That's something with Devontae Walker that I noticed too. He has a great release where he's able to time up the cadence so fast, or not so fast, but so well. He's able to start moving before anybody else, and that's huge. But Chop Robinson, like I said, shot out of the count on the snap. His legs are so powerful. I apparently dedicated 2 phrases to it, which is redundant. I'm supposed to be an English major next year, and I'm using redundant speech. It's crazy. The power rush moves are solid. Like I said here, long arm bull and speed to power is his big calling card, but I don't think it's the same way that Lucas Van Ness speed to power was his big calling card, because I think Chop Robinson can actually do other things. But the finesse moves of his lack refinement. The swim moves, the rip moves, the lift moves aren't all there. If he can get with a good coach, a lot of, truthfully, people don't want to hear this. A lot of, if a rookie succeeds in the NFL, is their coach any good? And if Chop Robinson's coach is any good, I think he'll do well. But if he's not, I don't think the future is bright for him. I think he needs coaching. He's not a huge project. I wouldn't expect big things in year one, but I think he needs to take a year, not on the bench, but to really hone in the finesse moves for him and get better with his hands. He does get caught off balance. There are, again, times where you see head way over toes, and the offensive lineman is just able to take an extra step back, and he's anticipating contact where there isn't any. So he's falling forward, and he's just able to pound him down, pause. But other than that, I think the physical tools are there for Chop Robinson. Like I said with J.C. Latham, although Chop Robinson's better to me. Leonard Taylor III, I believe this video is definitely still up. We talked about him with Jackie Boy Sports. That was a great stream. That was super fun. He's a great guy. Aaron, I believe his name is. But Jackie Boy Sports is what obviously you all would know him as. We talked about, he played interior defensive line in high school, at the college level, so he was able to kind of offer some insight into what coaches want to see, and this is kind of what we got out of him. Great pass rushing from the interior defensive line, super, super fast. He's able to just split guards and centers before they can even fully get set, and that's the way he blows up a lot of runs, and that's the way he blows up a lot of pass plays. But like the rip move is really good with him, like I mentioned with not JC Latham. That's super valuable. That's, again, a common move. That's a move that could totally be his calling card in the pass rush, at least. But he does have a comfortability with a variety of pass rush moves. That was great phrasing, past Ben. Perfect job. However, he is a little on the smaller side, if I'm not mistaken. He can get pushed around a little, and the big problem that Jackie Boy Sports pointed out that was kind of glaring when you start watching for it is he gets vertical way too early on a lot of snaps. Essentially, you want to stay low and push forward as much as possible, because the more your knees are bent, the more power you're able to generate from that. But when you get up, you lose a lot of that power, and it's easier to just lift you. It's easier to get good pad level on you, and it's just a no-no generally. And that's a bad habit that we saw him get into a lot against, I believe, Georgia. Something's going on right outside my door. I can't really tell what it is. It may be a vacuum. But we mentioned he's not a liability in the run game. I do have an early second, late first grade on him. I'm sorry, but I didn't. Me and Jackie Boy talked about, like, a dream pairing for him would be DJ Reader, because DJ Reader could be just big and kill the run, and then when you want to pass, Leonard Taylor the third is going to get between he's going to line up probably over a guard and just kind of hoe him, and that would be super fun for a Bengals defensive line. I would be So stoked on him if the Bengals got him. No linebacker, sorry. DBs, I haven't. I don't ask me how I pick what prospects I watch and when, because I couldn't tell you really. It's kind of just who I feel like watching. And Kamari Lassiter was the guy who I felt like it was. I did a 3-for-1 for Lassiter, Arnold, and Devontae Smith all in like one day, and that was actually fun. That was really therapeutic. POV, you don't have hose, so what you do to get your mind off things is watch shitty college. No, no, they're very high level athletes. Kamar Lassiter, the first sentence of this report, the first sentence of my scout on him is cannot play pass coverage, and oh my god, um, has that never been more true? Let me try and find press coverage. Let me try and find a clip for you. Nothing, bro. Do I have to find my own clips now? That's lame. I'll post something on Twitter probably like later today. But it's so bad. Every time he lines up in press, our receivers just instantly by him. It's kind of embarrassing. You just can't play him there. But if you don't press him up on guys, it's pretty good. He's got good speed. He's a good athlete. He has the ability to break up plays with good ball skills. The hands are not entirely there to be a pick machine, but that's not really what you like. You remember the last pick machine who got drafted, Emmanuel Forbes? How's he doing? Don't ask me. Um, but he's able to keep up with a lot of guys just based off pure athleticism. I don't know how well that will translate to the NFL, but just being able to, he did have good production though, not allowing a ton of yards, and he got good PFF grades the whole time. But he did have a solid game against Luther Burden, which to me is a badge you wear with pride. Man, Luther Burden is so good. Um, but overall, I think did I say any? Yeah, end of the second round. I think is normal. And then the last person I've deep diven in, dove into is Terry Arnold. Let me say, I wrote here I'd be a little surprised if he declared. I would be shocked if he declared. He's 20 years old. He's a redshirt sophomore. No reason to declare, man. He'd be 21 going into his rookie season. Don't need to do that, dude. I promise. You can take an extra year, learn a couple extra nuances of the game, get older, get more athletic, get bigger, and go in and maybe be a second or first round pick. I have a late third round grade on him. I almost gave him a fourth round grade, but I'm a softie. Um, flipping like he's good at breaking up catches through contact, and I like to start usually with the good, but the reason he has to break up catches through contact is because he gets beat pretty often in man coverage. This was big for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's a coaching point, but he does this thing where if he's getting beat, no matter kind of what, like if a receiver makes a cut that he didn't expect, instead of flipping the hips, he will take a big, like a looping path like back to them. And sometimes it'll work at the college level, but I really think that will get exposed in the NFL. It's something I really don't like. Um, Falls for double moves too easy. It's true. He gets shaken like the nuances of a good route kind of surprise him. I don't know. It's solid in zone, yeah, decent in man, but like there's no reason for him to declare. If I'm his agent, I'm like, don't declare this year, take an extra year, go in. I mean, you're not gonna be like 24 like Michael Penix and Bo Nix. You're gonna be 21. You're gonna be 22 going into your rookie year. That's a good age. There's no reason to rush this. I would say just chill, just chill. And I haven't seen a declaration from him. It is pouring outside of my house right now. Terran Arnold NFL draft. Has he declared? Yeah, I think that's a mistake. Ye- Yesterday. Okay. I don't think. That sucks. I've never rooted the Times of India. Okay. Um yeah, I think that's a mistake. Just straight up. I don't think he's ready. But I guess we're gonna see. Um he's going to get thrown to the wolves. He's going to have to make plays, and I mean, I'm never rooting against a guy just because it would make me right. But I'm pulling for him. That'll be the end all be all. Um, Big board. That is it. Fun fact: if you request a player on TikTok, if you put it in a comment or you DM me like, "Hey, you should make a video," or "You should watch," like, I don't know, who's that guy? You should watch John Newton, or you should watch Chris Jenkins, or some little guy from your favorite. Who's Bo Bride? Is it? Is it Bo Bride? Bo Bride? No, Bo something. Bo Braid. I was close. He's out of Maryland. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He transferred from Michigan. He transferred from Michigan. He went to River Hill. Sorry, I shouldn't be yelling. River Hill is like 20 minutes from me, dude. That's so crazy. Yeah, where's he projected right now? Where does PFF have him? PFF big board. Big type. I'm sorry. I know pretty sure he's a safety. I don't know where like if he projects to stick at safety. He's projected as the safety. Ooh, bad. Bo Bride, that'd be cool, man. I'm rooting for Buddy just based off. Um, he went to a Howard County public school. He's just like me for real. Um, okay, box safety apparently. That's cool. That's cool that that's free. I like that a lot. Tough game against Penn State. Hell, who on Maryland didn't have a tough game against Penn State for real? Towson, maybe going there, maybe going to Maryland. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Got Shiloh Sanders. Is he declaring? What is? He's like a sophomore, isn't he? G. What is that? T graduate. What does G mean? I have. Sorry, maybe I'm dumb. That's usually it. I'm gonna be honest. They have him at what? 121. What's 121? Is that like fourth round? That's like late third. Okay. You know what? I'll root for a fellow Howard County Public School alum. Speaking of Maryland school alums, here it is. Caleb Williams went to Gonzaga. I knew that, didn't I? Where does it say that? Where did it say that for Bill Braid? He went to Gonzaga, um, which is dope. Commanders, maybe. Who's to say? Does it say where he went to high school? Yeah, he was born in DC, which is dope. A lot of good DC athletes. You think Kevin Durant always? I'm so off track. I told you guys this was going to be a rambly stream, but we're going to look at Bleacher Report's NFL mock draft from yesterday. This was, I believe, pre national championship game. There's no water left in that. That makes me sad. I haven't seen any of this. I saw the first pick and I was like, oh, okay, cool. But here, Drake May. Yeah, okay. Drake May is one of the best. I'm going to try and run through this because I'm not trying to overstay my welcome here. Drake May is good. He's the 1A or 1B, depending on who you ask, Caleb Williams. And I don't think you can go wrong with either of them, really. I'll only stop and really say something if I'm shocked. And I'm not shocked by either of these picks. Caleb Williams, it will mention him being a DC guy. Probably. No. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, bring him home, bro. Bring Caleb or Drake May home. Joe Alt. We fall into this we fall into this sometimes where it's like, oh, you could draft a really good receiver, but then but then it's not even gonna matter because your offensive line didn't give you enough time to throw to the receiver. Remember when we did that whole thing with Jamar Chase and Penei Sewell for the Bengals? Remember how that worked out? I do. Yeah, stupid. It's not stupid because Joel's really good. Could be a perennial All Pro just based off size alone. But I would take Marvin Harrison Jr. from the Patriots personally. But this isn't like so dumb. Cardinals, yeah, like that's exactly who you would take. You probably go pick up a tackle later in the draft. They have 20, so they could look at a Amarius Mims or a Thalys Fuaga if he falls that far. I doubt either of them. Mims might, but I don't think Fuaga will. Yeah, give your great quarterback a great wide receiver. Never a bad idea. I've seen a lot of Chargers calling for this. Brock Bowers, versatile weapon for Justin Herbert to just kind of, I mean, love. I think they would turn. Sorry, I can't say that. I think they would love each other so much. Really, I think Justin Herbert would propose to Brock Bowers after he takes like one touchdown to the house. I'm not gonna lie, that's how bad he needs a weapon. Gi- Giants, for me, this pick is either Olufashanu or Neighbors. I don't hate the Olufashanu pick, but I don't think your tackles are that bad. Neal obviously isn't who you wanted him to be the last time you picked a tackle this high, but I think Neighbors adds just. I mean, quarterback is what you need. Maybe Jaden Daniels. I haven't done much on Jaden Daniels yet, so I couldn't tell you if he's sixth overall pick material. That's something you definitely look into if you're the Giants. I would take Neighbors here probably, but I don't hate the Shanu pick. Wow, I have a third round grade on this guy. That's crazy. What do they say? They do need offensive line for sure. Fuaga might be the next best. Um, like you definitely want like yeah, he's huge and bully mentality means nothing. Like he's a good run blocker ish, but I just don't think. Oh, as long as Mike Vrabel, sorry, remains the head coach, it's just not working. Like it's not going to happen. Sorry. Skronsky would be a dog on that line. Skronsky's good though. Verse to wow. Consensus as one at the beginning of the year. Consensus top five pick at the beginning of the year. I stand by not the take that Atlanta should take Jaden Daniels, but that it would be cool. Verse is good too, though. I haven't done too much on him, but he is very solid, and I think he passes the name test. I really like his name. I think the Falcons might trade for Fields too. Like if Fields goes up on the market, that's like Atlanta give them every pick they want because you that would be so fun too. Bears neighbors, yeah, they're happy about that. Imagine being able to pair up Drake May with Malik Neighbors. I think that's an all pro combination right there. That's Rogers Adams straight up. That's Hill Mahomes. Like I'm not. I don't think I'm even being that hyperbolic, and that would be spectacular. Jets, Amarius Mims, yeah, need offensive tackle. He's probably the best left on the board. Sure, cool, good. Jaden Daniels falls to the Vikings. Okay, this is true. He's probably one of the biggest risers this year. Just based off what he did. Him and who am I thinking of right now? Him and not neighbors really. Everybody knew Bowers would be good. DeJean. Um, Nate Wiggins didn't do a ton because he was injured. How many games did he play? Played 10 games. Really? I thought he got injured like early in the season. I missed a ton, but maybe I'm dumb. Dallas Turner raised his stock a lot. I was trying to watch him today before stream, but my computer was running so slow. It just wasn't even like it wasn't even normal. Um, but yeah, I don't hate it. I'll have to look further into it because he's a quarterback and everybody wants to hear about the quarterbacks, but I don't know. Ooh, nope, bad, bad. Penix is not as good as you want him to be, and he will not go top 12. Just straight up, I don't think he'll go in the lottery. Like he's 24, you're getting what you get. He's able to make these passes because his receivers are so open. I can't see him going this high. Oh, Dunze. Do they need another receiver though? Who knows what's happening with Adams? But like, first off, I think they should. Antonio Pierce should be their head coach going into next season. Uh, but I don't think it's Odunze here. I think there's better things to do. Tyler Guyton, run on offensive tackles. Holy shit. Maybe Penning's bad. They wish he wasn't, but I knew this. Coming out of the draft, he's huge. He's huge. Yeah. Here's Leatu. Like I said, kind of around the 15th pick, just because of that injury concern. Like that's not what you ever want to see out of a prospect, but it makes it even more complicated when he's really, really good right now. Uh, Interior offensive line, yeah, he's shifting probably inside. He's playing tackle right now, I think, but I'd be surprised if he doesn't shift inside. Is that Ethan Burke? Ethan Burke's going to be good next year, man. Mark my words. I don't hate it. Maybe a pass rusher. Maybe you look at a Alice Turner if you like him. a Chop Robinson, who I just talked about not being 16th pick material, but hey, who am I? Here's Dallas Turner. Yeah, I think he should have gone here straight up. I think the Eagles need help. Dallas Turner's solid to the Jags. You have secondary problems though. I think you're probably taking a corner, which no corners have gone off the board yet. That's so weird. That's so weird. You could have like Kool-Aid McKinstry. You could have Nate Wiggins. Wait, no, they took Nate Wiggins. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Yo, tell me if I'm tripping right now. I think I am. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for tripping. Trizon Newton. I don't know if his name is Trizon or Johnny, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, that would look be fun. Him and DJ Reader. God, yeah, how fun would that be? This stream has been like half me fantasizing about Cincinnati Bengals interior defensive line pairings, and I'm loving it. Kingsley Suamatia, actually, he needs to drop to the Commanders in the second round, so you're not allowed to take him, Green Bay. No, I like Suamatia. Suamat Suamat Suamati Suamataia. Suamati. I Nope. Could you tell that I've been using this for Italian homework? This is it, right? Let's see.
Swamataya.
Suamataya. There we go. You learn something new every day. 20th, Chop Robinson. Yeah, I don't hate this. Trion Shionka isn't Joe Tryon. Sure, you know who I'm talking about. Is not who you wanted it to be. Yaya Diaby has a great name, but here it is. Joe Tryon Shionka. Dude, fuck this. Job Robinson's good. The production's bad, but NFL teams don't look at production; they look at tools. Just like this guy. Here's Keon Coleman. That'd be fun, low key. Dude, wait, didn't they take Marvin Harrison? That'd be so gross. Oh my god, I love this for the Cardinals. Actually, if they do that, I mean, all the tackles are off the board. You can make an argument for Fashanu at 4, but if you take Marvin Harrison Jr. and Keon Coleman, you might be sitting pretty. Here's Kool-Aid for the Rams. The Rams draft strategy boils down to who is the best defensive player on the board, and then they will take him. Simple. And if you think that's Kool-Aid McKinstry, sure. I definitely see the argument there. Denzel Burke is a guy I need to watch. DBs out of Ohio State named Denzel usually work out well. Pittsburgh probably needs a quarterback, but Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy could end up around here, low key. Pickett's not it, and maybe they give him another year to try and figure it out. But the quote from somebody associated with Florida college basketball is what 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 should probably be done eventually must be done immediately. And if you know you're probably going to have to replace Kenny Pickett, you should do it as soon as possible. But I haven't done a lot on Denzel Burke, so I can't really talk about him. Halis Fuaga, it's kind of crazy. He's this low to Miami too. Ooh, okay. Eagles don't. I like Cam Kitchens though. I don't want the Eagles taking it low key. He's super fun. I think he's from around here too. Cameron Kitchens. Nope, not even close. Where you go to high school? Northwest. No, he's from Miami. So I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Can I sort by high schools? Can I sort by No. Can I not sort by James Wiggins is a hell of a comp, bro. Oh, you can see a little timeline. That's cool. Yeah, he's bro. Okay. Okay. That's not even the thing I wanted to look at. I like Cam Kitchens though. He can do a lot. Emeka Egbuka is something you don't hear a lot of people talking about, and for understandable reasons, because Marvin Harrison Jr. takes the shadow. But Kansas City needs a receiver. This could be a Troy Franklin pick, low key. Low key, be a Troy Franklin pick. It is pouring outside of my house. I have no doubt that my street will be flooded when I look out, but I'm afraid to fucking look out. Frankly, here's Leonard Taylor. Here's my man. It's kind of fun, low key. I kind of like this. Partner him up with not partner, but Put him on the same line as Will Anderson, and you've got possibly two franchise um, defensive linemen in 2 years, and that's fun as fuck from Houston, low key. So I do kind of like this pick. Here's Braylon Trice, a guy who's pretty high on my list to watch. I'm super interested to see what's up with him. There's a lot of turmoil in this edge class this year of, oh, who's number one? Who do you think is going to be taken first? And Braylon Trice is a sneaky guy who I low key think can be taken. He could be the first edge off the board. Him going to the Lions is funny because Hutchinson sucks. I wish I wish somebody had been around to tell me Aiden Hutchinson sucked. I'm sorry I hadn't started the podcast yet, okay? But I would have told you with my whole chest. Brian Thomas Jr. is another guy I have to watch. He's not super high on my list, but I hear really, really good things about him. And the Bills do need kind of a second receiver outside of Stephon Diggs, who I totally blanked on. Go Terps. They're mid. I like this guy a lot. I like Jackson Powers Johnson very much. Centers are just cool to me personally. Him and Van Pran has been getting so much hate, but I like Cedric Van Pran personally. Cowboys need to kind of start rebuilding that offensive line. Obviously, the prevailing idea has always been that, oh, the Cowboys offensive line is good. It's so good. They have all these legends, but legends age, right? So they're not going to be around forever. This may be the first step in adding more talent. Kyrie Jackson. I don't know Oregon had shooters like that this year. Sorry, that didn't sound good, but I had I saw a mock that gave the Niners Cam Kitchens, and I was like, don't let this happen. Kyrie Jackson is somebody I have heard almost nothing about, so this is someone I can't really speak intelligently on at all, but I will get back to it for sure. And Dominic Puny is another guy who I'm not super positive on what his skill set looks like, although I have heard it's not a strong interior offensive line class. My dog is barking, so that's my cue to end stream really quick. Thank you so much for watching. If you're having a tough time, treat yourself today. Maybe it's by watching this video. I hope not. I hope so, but I hope there are other things, other better things. No, I'm playing. Treat yourself today. Give yourself a little treat. Do something you love. Surprise yourself a little bit. It's always important to do shit like that. Wear a comfy hoodie. I'm about to go curl up on that bed. That shit's gonna be gas. I need to shave low key. I need to shave this. It's like I'm fine with all of this and like a little bit of this, but once we get into they're not called sideburns. What are they called? What are they called? We're googling it really quick. We're googling. I'm gonna go facial hair styles. Names. It's not stubble. Let's go. We're hopping back in really quick. Top 15, no free promo, Gillette. Fuck you. Round circle beard, no. Goatee, petite goatee. What are these fuckers called? That's oval. Horseshoe mustache? No, because it has like mutton chops. I think they are called mutton chops. Gunslinger beard and mustache, low key. Low key. Called mutton chops, or are they called a horseshoe mustache? Fucking whatever. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you enjoy what you do today. Make sure you enjoy basketball, enjoy football, enjoy whatever you're watching. Thank you so much for watching all the way through.